everybody, it's Joe Workman, and today I am really happy to show you glass. Now, kind of the new rage right now is all transparency, right? Transparent borders, transparent backgrounds, so that you can kind of see things bleed through, right? I mean, Yosemite in OS X, Apple, it's all about transparency, right? The UI. It's about letting stuff kind of bleed through the background and whatnot. So I thought this was a perfect opportunity to develop the glass stack. And it is all about transparency. It's about transparent borders, transparent solid color backgrounds, gradients, background images, right? So without further ado, let's go check it out. So here we are on the stunning demo page made for glass. And there's nothing else to this page except for this example right here, where we have a dozen or so glass stacks all overlaying each other. Now, obviously, the overlay part is done with my target stack and some others, but as you see the power of getting overlays in there, where we have transparent backgrounds bleeding through the other one, mixing colors, right? And letting the background of the body bleed through all of it. So without further ado, let's jump into RapidWeaver and see how easy glass is to use. So here we have the demo file that was actually used to create that amazing site that we just saw. Now, I'm not going to go over the nitty-gritty of how that page was constructed. If you want, you could, just as with any of our stacks, you can download this from our documentation portal and see exactly how that page was built. But for now, let's jump into glass settings. So if we look at the main glass stack that's in the middle of that page, let's look at some of the settings. So the first setting we're going to look at is padding. Now this is responsive padding. And what this means is the padding is based on the actual width of the container. So the wider the browser or the wider glass, the larger space it's going to take up. So that on mobile devices, the glass isn't actually taking up all that much space, right? It's based on the percentage of the browser. Next is our border configurations. You can easily put in a color, the opacity of your border, the size of your border, and then you can add round corners. Now the opacity of the borders is not going to actually be seen inside edit mode. It'll only be seen in preview. Next we can do backgrounds. Now glass supports solid colors, background images, and gradients, all with the opacity. So if we wanted to switch to a gradient, as you see here, I have full-blown gradient controls for linear and radial gradients, and I have full opacity control as well. Now, if we choose a background image, you'll notice that you can provide a different image for mobile as you do on tablet and above devices. And obviously, you can also warehouse your images as well. So if you want to reference the warehoused image on multiple stacks, you can definitely do that to take advantage of browser caching. Now here's another interesting tip. If you use the solid color background with an opacity for glass, what if you were to also use a background image for the underlying stack? As you see here, I've actually added a tiled image background to the underlying stack, and then I've added with glass an overlay on top of it. So there we have it. Glass, as you see, is a great way to add amazing things to your site. Even you with glass can become a hipster web designer. So I hope you enjoy glass. I can't wait to see the beautiful web designs that you make with it. Now go forth and make your websites great. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.